Hi, I'm Natalia from Models International Management. Today, your host, Ron Sullivan, will be teaching you about outdoor photography.
Thanks, Natalia. Today's episode is going to be about natural light photography. I'm going to do 3 different setups and walk you through each of the setups. Thanks. Okay, here you can see Natalia using our Trigrip reflector. She's literally just holding it and she's basically bouncing the light into her face. She's covered, meaning that it's an overcast day. We don't have any direct sunlight coming down on the top of her head. She's in not a cloudy position, but in an area where she's covered, so there's really no direct sunlight hitting her. So with the reflector, it puts a nice sheen on her skin tones. Really easy to do. As you can see, we're just using steps. She's sitting down on the steps and using the reflector to bounce light into her face. Looks awesome. Take a look at the finished image. Okay, our second setup, we moved Natalia to an overpass. So basically the overpass is basically blocking the light touching Natalia. So basically she's in shade. She then used the Trigrip reflector like we used in the step setup location. And she just basically held the Trigrip reflector as I held the camera. And you can see it basically bounced nice light into her face, which created these really awesome skin tones. Take a look at the finished image. It's awesome. In the third setup, we basically photographed Natalia in wide open available light. There was nothing above her being a scrim or any coverage. We didn't use a reflector. We had overcast light. We didn't have a lot of direct sunlight at that point. And you can see we even created great images with this. You just have to be very careful when properly exposing the model. Make sure you don't overexpose anything. If you do overexpose just a speck, maybe you can pull it back in camera raw. But here's the finished image of the next setup. Again, no reflectors, no flash, and just pure available light. Overcast available light. For our fourth setup, we basically moved Natalia to an overhang structure, again, similar to what we've done in setup 1 and setup 2. It's got some architectural appeal. It's near one of our museums. I was able to do a few things with not using any reflectors, just basically pointing Natalia to the opening in the overhang, so available light could basically sort of cascade over her without having to use a reflector, because if for those photographers out there working by themselves, that's a hard thing to do, to be 10 feet away and try to manage a reflector to bounce on the model. So sometimes you have to be creative, and this is a good spot to do that. And then I just in Photoshop I did a few creative things to the background walls and toned her up a little bit, but really no adjustments to the exposure. These images turned out pretty well much the way you see them, other than the enhancements in some of the skin tones and the walls behind. Hope you enjoyed these images. Please subscribe to our channel. We're making these videos almost every week, and we're looking for feedback and comments and more subscribers to keep this channel going. Thanks. Have a great day.